These are the top 5 most brutal scenes for In a Violent Nature. Now, this movie had a lot of gory scenes and was mainly used for shock value. But if you don't like my list, you're going to turn to the girl in the number 1 spot. And I'm telling you right now, you do not want to be that girl. We're going to start off with some honorable mentions, and the first one's going to go to Evan. This guy was just unlucky and got folded. Evan hit Johnny with a one-tap, and when he was trying to run away, Johnny came up, got his axe, and chucked that thing 40 yards with the most precise accuracy you'll ever see. That axe flying through the air and then right into the back of the dome piece. I'm sorry, Evan, but that is a tough way to go out. I guess you just gotta be quicker than that. Another honorable mention is gonna go to the drowning scene. My man Johnny was lurking in the shadows in the trees, man. He was basically Jason Voorhees out here. And when he saw a girl jump into the lake, it was GG's. Because this man turned into Cyclops from the SpongeBob movie and went to work. Johnny was staying under that water with ease, and he could breathe down there, I'm telling you. He was a fish. And I'm pretty sure this girl's name was Brody, and yeah, night-night. It's pretty simple. If you didn't jump off that dock into the water, you'd still be alive to this day. But nah, you're trying to get your girl to swim with you? It didn't turn out well. Coming into the fifth spot, we have the Rock Unal Living scene. After Evan got hit with that 100% accuracy from that axe, that boy Troy was trying to get away as well. Troy and Evan were together, and Troy was already hurt, and Evan was trying to look out for him, but 2 seconds later, Evan was donezo. So you see this man's Troy screaming for help and just crawling on the ground because he can't move. Johnny comes right up to him and hits him with the Patrick Star House, man. Johnny legitimately grabbed a rock and just kept bashing and bashing and bashing. It was like gush, gush, gush. And I'll tell you this, it wasn't pleasant to my ears. In the fourth spot, we have one of the most unique unalivings of the entire year. This man Johnny goes behind this dude that was just listening to music on a tree, uses a hook, and just goes right through the mouth. And you gotta know where that's gonna head. And then he just carries the head and the body to a museum, man. It's fucked too because he was the only character that believed that Johnny was out there, and he got one of the most brutal unalivings of all the characters. If you haven't yet, you have to see this scene just because of how fucked it was. Coming into the third spot, we have Colt's unaliving, and this guy was also next to a tree. I think Johnny has something for trees, and that axe just kept going through his head like 115 times, I think. Another one of those scenes where you have to see it yourself because of how fucked up it was. This man Colt was like, yo, fucker, turn around. Johnny turned around and just went ham, man. I'm telling you, it was like a motion like, bam, 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 boom, shakalaka, bam. He was not stopping, and Colt's girlfriend just watched it all happen. Now that's tough. In the second spot, we have the Ranger and the Woodcutter. This Ranger had like some sort of past with Johnny, so Johnny just didn't hold back and took him to this log cutter. And dude, it was slice and dice from there. He like sliced off his arm and then like just multiple fucking body parts just getting sliced. Also, one of the most craziest unalivings of the entire year. Oh, your arms up there? Zoom. Johnny was waiting for this one. Number 1 is going to the yoga scene. This girl was posted up on the top of the mountain waiting for her girlfriend to come, Brody, which just got drowned 2 seconds earlier. Now, I think her name was like Aurora or something, but she has no aura because she got depleted. Johnny had this 2-sided hook and he went crazy with it. So first he stabs her in the back and then the other side of the hook in the back of the head or like some crazy shit. Then takes the other side of the hook and then pulls the head through her torso. Yeah! I'm out of here. That was the most fucked up, creative unaliving I've ever seen. I know that's saying a lot, but In a Violent Nature had some of the most creative unalivings ever. And that alone kept me intrigued. Like, you're telling me you hooked the girl's head and then put it back into her torso? Bro, she ain't a turtle. And then after that, Johnny just kicks her off the mountain and she just starts rolling into the lake. Even though I didn't really like the story to this movie, it had so much shock value. All the unalivings were pretty sick in my opinion. Have you guys seen In a Violent Nature? And if you have, let me know if you liked it or if you didn't. And of course, give me your top 5 most brutal scenes from this movie.